Hello, I'm KZDub, and today we are back with the next episode of SoloCraft. Today we will be building an iron farm and a moss farm and just doing some tidying up around the base. Hopefully we'll kind of get where our actual house is gonna be. And yeah, you can see I'm mining some diamonds that I got from the mines. And we only got 15 out of 8 with Fortune 3, which is not very good. As you can see, I'm pretty upset about that. Yeah, and also my chests are not very sorted, so maybe we can get that sorted out. um, yeah, so now I have just slept, and we're trying to find a zombie that hasn't already burned up because we need one for the iron farm, because that's the way we're gonna get the iron golems to spawn, is by uh, making the villagers scared and then they spawn one. So you can see here there are lots of mobs out, but there are no zombies, which is pretty annoying. That's probably because they all burned up, but as you can see, these two skeletons did not, because they're in the water, so they can't burn. But I tried to fight 2-on-1, which is not ever a good idea, and took a lot of damage and ended up dying, which is not good. And decided just, you know what, let's just run back there, collect our sword and items, and let's just get back whacking them and hopefully finish them off, because I did hit them a couple times, and so that hopefully did a pretty good amount of damage here. I kind of struggled to get past this river here. I'm not sure why. Probably because I'm pretty worried about my items despawning. Don't want to have to go through the process of getting all those diamonds again. But yeah, we got our XP and actually got all our items back, I think. I don't really noticed. I didn't really notice anything missing. But yeah, they're still here, so tried to dodge the arrows. As you can see, that was a pretty good dodge there. Had to dodge the arrows while also collecting all the items that I had gotten. So I decided to put all my armor back on and get back up here, get the rest of my items, and then go back, hid behind that for a little bit, and then kind of weird here, he wasn't facing me, but he could still shoot at me. I'm not sure how that worked. I guess it was a little glitch there. But yeah, he's somehow shooting me through the water, but he was on pretty low health, so I ended up finishing him off and getting his items. Yeah, so then I need to get a zombie still, so I waited until it was nighttime, and as you can see, here we are. It's nighttime, and we're pillaring up, trying to spot a zombie in the dark, which is actually pretty hard. But somehow this guy spawned really near my base. So yeah, he walked over here, and now I just gotta build a little dirt hut to keep him in, and then once we build the iron farm, we'll get him in a minecart and put him in the farm itself. So we're just gonna make a little roof and then try to get him. Yep, got him with a name tag. You have to put the name tag on, otherwise they'll despawn, which is that would not be good, because then we'd have to get another one, and it's not really fun trying to get monsters because they'll hit you, unlike sheep and cows. So yeah, he was kind of being, he wasn't really doing what I wanted him to do, but I got most of it around him, and then he decided to go over there next to my donkey. But he came back, and I tried, his hitbox was still there, so I couldn't actually place the block, but finally got him to go where I wanted, so I could get him in his little dirt hut here. Yep, he's surrounded on all sides, and now I just need to sleep to make sure no other monsters actually come. Just wanted to check, make sure that this was secure, no sunlight could get in. Yep, it's all good, so we can finally rest. But obviously there's a monster right next to me, even though he can't get to me. So can't sleep, so I have to take my bed over here next to the villager breeder and sleep next to the tree. Yeah. So now we can mine that back up, put it back in its place, and yeah, we can now do, whatever we need to do. So we actually need to do the crafting of all the items we'll need for this iron farm. So I'm clearing my inventory here, and then I need a dispenser to put the helmet on this guy. Forgot about that, because if they don't have a helmet, then they'll burn in the sunlight, and when you're transporting them, it can get kind of finicky and they sometimes burn up, so that would be really annoying. So I'm just gonna find my, copper helmet, because that's the cheapest, and then get some string, some redstone, and some cobblestone, because a dispenser is some redstone, a bow, and then some cobble. And so here, got the crafting recipe the opposite, but yeah, forgot to grab the cobblestone. I don't know what I was thinking here, but yeah, so got the cobblestone, 7 cobblestone, 1 redstone dust, and 1 bow is what the crafting recipe is for a dispenser. And then obviously, in order to get this on him, I need to get the dispenser facing him. So mine that up there. As you can see, he's name tagged. Got the name antagonist, because he's gonna antagonize the villagers. And then put it in the wrong place here. And then when I went to wind it up, he grabbed it. Like, yeah, annoying. So now I have to craft another dispenser. Luckily they're pretty cheap, so I have all the items that I need. And yeah, so here we go again. And again, I'm forgetting that I need to craft the bow first before I actually craft the dispenser. But here, yeah, we've got another dispenser, and then decided to put it in from an angle so that it would face him, which was the right choice. I don't know why I didn't think of that beforehand. But then I need to actually get the dispenser powered up to, put the helmet on him. So yeah, we need to put the helmet in there, but he also needs to be facing the dispenser. So I'm trying to figure out if he'll be close enough, which I think he is here. So then got the copper helmet in there, and then now we need to get a power source. So 1 cobblestone, 1 stick makes a lever, which is pretty much the cheapest way to get a power source. I keep falling in that hole, which is really annoying. Yeah, so flick that on, got the helmet on him, and now he can just sit in here. And then I'm gonna mine these 2 up, and yep, he's not burning, so that's important. And he's got our dispenser still, so I guess he'll probably end up keeping that for the rest of his life, because if I killed him, then I'd have to get another one. It's nice now, you can craft the name tags in the new update, so I don't have to go find one somewhere or fish it up. And there, you can see we actually got the dispenser this time, and now we have it for later use. Yeah, so now I'm gonna get some dirt here and just pillar up here on this wood. And yeah, let's take a look around our base. As you can see, the path that we made, the sugarcane farm, the beetroot farm, the wheat farm, which we're gonna extend. You can see where we're gonna put them. Gonna put some potatoes, some carrots and stuff in there. I think it's looking pretty good with the villager breeder, the path, the dock over there. Yeah, so it's a pretty good looking base so far. I'm pretty happy with it. And now it is time to do the painstaking thing of getting the villagers to where I want to put the iron farm. We're gonna need 12 villagers for this iron farm, and 1 zombie. So that's a lot of villagers. So as you can see, we've got 2 in each boat. This is 6 now, and I actually went on a little adventure to get some moss. And while I was doing that, I was trying to find some stuff. I actually stumbled across this shipwreck, which have moss in it. I got really lucky. Got some moss and some bamboo, and then got some suspicious stew. So not sure what that does. I'm kind of suspicious of it, I guess. I guess I should be, at least. So yeah, we're gonna mine this out because I know there's another chest, like a cartographer's chest, or in the captain's cabin. I don't know, but as you can see, we found it. Has 2. I did not know that they had armor trim. That's really cool. Found a treasure map, and as you can see, it's pretty far away, so we might take the time to get that later. But yeah, here we are later. We're getting it, and found the chest after a little bit of digging, and it had a lot of good stuff in it. So gold, iron, heart of the sea, fish, prismarine, yeah, so good stuff. And then on my way back, I mined up my boat, and I didn't have any empty space for it, so I decided I'll drink the mushroom stews and put the bowls in the same slot. And yeah, the suspicious stew, that one gave me darkness, so I was pretty scared for what the next one was gonna do. And it gave me dump boost, so did a little bit of dumping there. It was only 4 seconds, so it wasn't really that helpful. As you can see, we've got our boat back, and now we can travel over the land, and we are finally back from our adventure. We have gotten all the stuff that we came for. We got moss, and then we got some extra, some bamboo, we got some gold, some iron. This is potion of water breathing, potion of invisibility, I'm not sure which one. And as you can see, we've got the armor trim, so I duplicated that. And I was debating whether I wanted the purple, because I thought the purple was cool, or the yellow, which might have made more sense. But you know what? Purple's a cool color. It might not match that, but great. But, you know, let me know if I should have done a different color. But I like purple. You know, it's a good color. So then to match, I decided to go with yellow for my breastplate. And yeah, I think it looks pretty good. So we've got purple and yellow, and then we're going to have to get some more diamonds if we want to put the rest of it on our pants. And then this guy, I didn't want him on there. I need to place a box. So I was like, go off, and he wouldn't. So I was like, oh, I'll just hit him with the sword, which that doesn't work. Handy being right next to spawn is that even if you didn't sleep in your bed, you always are right there. So you don't really need to set your respawn point. But as you can see now, all my stuff is everywhere. This is some of the stuff that I mined up because we actually had to move it down from the original location. And then this guy, you know, he was being annoying, so I decided to hit him, and then he fell in there, which is great. But now he can't get out, so yeah, got all my stuff back, and then after I'd done that, I came back, killed him off, got his iron and his poppies, and now we can start our build. Alright, as you can see, we have built that iron farm, and now we're on to making a slime farm, which I forgot to mention. And here I am making a fool of myself because I'm digging out this giant space, and what I didn't realize is that it wouldn't work. This slime farm did not work. It did not give me a single bit of slime balls. So here I am waiting. I waited for like an hour, maybe 2 hours. Obviously I didn't just sit and watch it, but yeah, I waited and waited and no slimes came. So instead I decided to go to the nether and got in here and was like on the edge of a cliff, which is not great. And I was pretty high up, so I decided to build, a little protection around it. And then I found this baby villager in here, so I decided, you gotta go, bro. You know what? Yeah, and he died. He did not put up a fight at all. And then I went back, and now we've got a boat, and we're gonna put that. Whoa, sorry about that. We're gonna put this Enderman in it if he'll go in it. I think he should go in it. Yeah, I think I just need to mine out these blocks. Yeah. So that's part of the reason we're here. We do need some ender pearls, so this was kind of a bonus getting it right next to there. I jumped right next to the boat and got hit by him. Luckily I did not die, otherwise all my items would have probably gone over the edge there. But I got an ender pearl, which is first try. That's pretty lucky. And here we are. Oh. I hate that. I hate it when that happens. It's just it scares me so much because you think you're gonna hit him and you're gonna lose all your items because they're gonna pick them up. And here, this is actually what we came for. Surprisingly, we came for magma blocks because for the slime farm that I'm going to make, they'll be attracted to the center where they will jump onto these magma blocks and die. So I got a new version or a new type of slime farm that I'm going to use. And yeah, it needs some of these. It doesn't need this much. It actually doesn't really need that many. But I decided while I was here, and because this was such a big patch, like I was surprised at how big a patch this was. But we're going to get these because we will need them for eventually building a gold farm. Because the zombified pigmen can spawn on these, and so that's how you get them to be the only mob spawning on your platform. So yeah, we're gonna mine all these up, and yeah, hopefully we'll only have to make one trip into the nether for magma blocks, but we'll see. As you can see, I've mined my way down into this. It's actually right next to a lava lake because that's where magma blocks spawn the most. So I was pretty nervous because I did not want to make the lava fall on me. But as you can see, got distracted here because this Enderman was here. So decided to kill him. And I did not get an ender pearl there, which is annoying. I did get a mushroom though, so I guess that's good. The other one gave me a grass block, which is actually pretty nice. As you can see, we've got a lot of magma blocks, and hopefully that will be enough for the slime farm and the pigment farm. So, successful nether trip. I was pretty excited about that. I'm not very good at traversing the nether. But yeah, here we are. We're going down the river to a swamp because that's where we're going to make our slime farm. And I love when you're like, I've got all the resources, now I can go to the place where I'm going to build, and then you realize you forgot the most important one, and for me that was mushrooms. So I had to grind out putting leaves and vines and lily pads in a composter to get bone meal, to then bone meal the mushrooms, to then get enough mushrooms. It was like, I think it must have been like 200 mushrooms. I don't remember the number. It was a lot though, and yeah, it was a pain, but it was worth it because we finally got done. And I would have had to do that anyway, but not there. That was not an ideal place.
Come together now, all together. Come together now, all together. Come together now.
Alright, it is done. I've put all the mushrooms inside, the iron golems in there, and now we just need to make the platform for us to stand on. And it will be 120 blocks high because that gets this farm right inside the spawn range and makes it so that basically nothing else can spawn. And here we are. I think I let this farm run for like maybe an hour, and here we are. I decided, you know what, I'm not going down the ladder. I'm in a swamp. Let's just jump off the edge and see what happens. This would not work in real life, landing in 3 high water, but yeah, got down safely in Minecraft, and here we are. Let's check the chest. 6. So we actually only need like 7 for the moss farm, which is why we needed it. But here I am. So I'm using a mod called Lightmatica, which allows me to make the farm in a creative world and then make a little hologram of it, and it tells me what resources I need. So here I'm checking the resources. That way you can craft up all the resources beforehand, and you don't have to like go through being like, oh wait, I forgot the trapdoors, oh I forgot the water, oh like, no, that's not fun. This is a planned out farm off a tutorial, and so yeah, crafting up all the stuff. I like to use it for just knowing what I need. That's really the thing I use it for the most. But here we are. We have actually made it. I'm gonna skip ahead here, and as you can see, it bone meals it. The moss is made, and the water collects it in waves. The nice thing about this one is that part of the moss goes into composters that then feed the farm itself. So that's nice. But here we are, we're back in Nether, and we are trying to get to the Nether fortress, and as you can see, we're near it because the wither skeletons are trying to come for us. And that pigman was in the way. It was kind of like blocking the skeletons, so I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna kill the pigman. Put the blocks behind me there so that I would not have them sneaking up behind me. But as you can see here, they're being kind of finicky. I couldn't really get the wither skeletons to come close enough to kill, but then the pigmen, yeah, I thought he was gonna get me there. The pigmen were still mad at me, so I stayed in my safe location and killed them all, and then got rid of these wither skeletons. But that was not a great place to enter because it was like up top where everything's open, and you never know when a blaze is just gonna fireball you right off the edge. So here I am just mining, and this one's kind of weird. It kind of spawned inside of this, like inside of the blocks, so I can just mine right into it here, no problem. Yeah, so nothing seems to be around here, so I'm just gonna go here, seal this off, and I got the advancement, a terrible fortress, and it is a terrible fortress indeed. And with in the basalt biome, you get that fog, and those particles makes it even more creepy. I don't know what was going on with this lava. It was like glitching out because, as you can see, I placed the blocks and it comes down, but without the blocks there, it just levitates, I guess. I'm not really sure. I guess that's cool, right? Yeah, it was kind of freaking me out because you never know when it's just gonna plop down on your head, right? Yeah, so as you can see, it is kind of a weird fortress because it's inside of this biome, kind of glitching weird. The lava's weird, everything's weird. But yeah, I got some wither skeletons, some blazes. We're here for blaze rods because I didn't think you need like oxidized copper bulbs for the redstone that was involved in the moss farm, but apparently you do. I guess they slow down the ticks or something, and you need them, otherwise it actually doesn't work. It looked like it was working fine, but it was using up too much bone meal, and so it was not good. And here you can see that wither skeleton up there. He's gonna come into play a little bit later because here I found this blaze, and so I was like, well, we need the blaze rod, so I'm gonna kill him, right? I probably should have just gone home with, I think I might have had two at this point. Probably should have just gone home with the two that I needed. But he came back. As you can see off the left, the wither skeleton is there. I did not notice that at the time, and I was freaking out. I had no idea what was happening, so I decided to sleep. And then this is this is from a different perspective. This is me going along. The blaze is there. The wither skeleton up there, you see he jumps down and comes flying in, and I'm actually under this pillar here that I made to stop them from coming at me. So he couldn't get me at first, and I didn't know what was going on, but he got me when I backed up to get away from the blaze, and yeah, he got me pretty good. Luckily, I was in this little safe location, so nothing was here. I guess they must have despawned because they are nowhere in sight. But got all my stuff back, which is nice. So yeah, I guess that's pretty good. And then here we're making another one of these little T-shaped things. You can hide behind the pillar in the middle if blazes are near, and because wither skeletons are 3 high, they can't like just come charging at you from all directions. So this is how I, and I think a lot of other people, traverse nether fortresses in relative safety. I am with iron armor, which is probably not the best idea considering this is a pretty dangerous place, but I'd never like to take my diamond stuff in unless I absolutely have to or I feel safe enough, because I would hate to lose it. It would just, especially early on, because I do not have any like backup sets or anything. Once I get that, I will. But as you can see, we see some chests there. But what I'm really after, and what I really wanted from this fortress, was the nether wart, because nether wart is, you can pretty much only find it like here, where you have at the bottom of stairs in this little guarded place. You can get it in the bastion remnants, but it's really rare. And you can also sometimes find them in chests here, but this is pretty much the best place to find them, is in this little garden patch here. But obviously there was a blaze there, so almost died, decided to run away, heal back up, and then came back with my sword, made sure nothing was coming down the stairs there, and killed him. Got the blaze rod too, which was nice. As you can see, I'm running out of torches here, which is really annoying, but luckily there was just a little dead end there. And so yeah, we actually got a chest, and guess what was in it? Nether wart. That would have been useful if I'd found that earlier on. I wouldn't have had to come here, but you know what? I pretty much explored most of this fortress, like the insides at least. I didn't really explore much on top because it's really dangerous. You can get that crossfire from the blazes and stuff. But as you can see, we got a fairly good amount of nether wart, and obviously we have the soul sand that it grew on, which I have not actually gotten to a soul sand valley yet. So I decided, you know what, let's mine this up. That way we can actually grow it, because obviously nether wart can only grow on soul sand. I don't know if it can grow on soul soil, actually. Maybe it can. I actually don't know. Yeah, so decided to grab that, and this was, I think I had enough blaze rods where I could have gone back and just built the rest of my moss farm. But I was like, you know what, we're here. let's explore. And explore we did. We found some good stuff. Diamond horse armor. I do not use horses a lot, so maybe it was wasted on me. But I think we found another one. Two diamond. That's like, I don't know. Like that's pretty good luck, I think. If I'm any judge of the treasures we've got. And so, yeah, found lots of good stuff. A saddle, I don't really need a saddle. You can craft them now. Before, you couldn't craft them, so that would have been huge to get. Like, this is the only place you can get those. But now that you can craft them, it's not really great. So I ran out of torches here, but big brain, netherrack if you light a fire on netherrack, it never goes out. So I just put netherrack down, and then, it never goes out, and that's light source. And then we found 3 more diamonds. That's pretty big. And then obviously we found even more nether wart. Like it felt like nether wart was everywhere except for the places I had looked before I found that little patch. Also found out you couldn't stack horse armor, which I should have known because it's armor, obviously. So then I found a blaze spawner, and it was kind of like nestled in here. Another weird thing, kind of glitchy with that lava levitating and stuff. But I was like, I'm going to try, to conquer this. You can't really stop it from spawning, which is the weird thing. Like, it spawns in pretty much any light level. I don't know if there's an exception besides just, like, stopping. But here, I was on 1/2 hearts, had no food. I was like, I just need to make a run for it. One blaze. And then, yeah. That, I did a huge double take there. And fun fact here, I actually have I don't think I have any gold boots on. So, do I? Let's look. I think I opened. Okay, I did. There was one point where I had to run back with no gold on, and it was so scary because I never knew when a piglin was just gonna come around the corner with his crossbow firing, and like. So I've got all my stuff back, and like a smart person, I came back home with my spoils because I had enough. I did not need any more. I got lucky there getting all my stuff back. Got my diamonds, my diamond horse armor. So I guess you could say successful nether trip. You know what? We got the stuff we came for, and we got a lot more too. So you know what? I think I can count that as a win, even though it was pretty stressful after I died that last time. Yeah, so died a couple times, but I think the wins outweigh the losses there. And here we are. We're gonna plant this nether wart and just, we're just gonna stick it in here for now. My farms are not very organized, like the other ones. We will organize that maybe next episode. I'm not sure yet. But I am really focused right now on just getting the farms done. The automatic ones, because that way I can have those running while I do the stuff. And also I learned, luckily, that I actually only needed 1 blaze rod. Like I didn't need the other ones. I thought I need 1 for each copper ball, but it turns out it makes 4 for 1. So that's actually, that's not too bad. I was kind of surprised. I was like, I can't believe I have to get blaze rods for this, this copper ball, but 4 for 1, I think that's a pretty good trade. So yeah, we actually came out with 1 extra than I thought we would have. And so now I am going to go install these. I have 4, but I only need to install 2 into this moss farm. As you can see, the entrances to where you can go to the chests are right next to each other. My iron farm with the scaffolding, and then the hole to my moss farm. And as you can see, that's the problem. It uses up all the the bone meal that we put into it, and it doesn't regenerate by itself. So we're gonna flick these trapdoors so no water is trying to push me, and then we're gonna go into the inner workings, the redstone in here. So I thought you could just use redstone dust. It turns out no, you actually do need the copper bulb. They send, I guess, as you can see, they're comparators. So I guess they send a special signal for the comparators. I'm not really sure. I'm not that in depth into redstone. But as you can see, all we need to do is get some moss. from these, which it produced a pretty good amount. Like, it's a very efficient farm, especially considering you put like 3 bone meal in it. Like, as you can see here, I'm gonna put these moss blocks into here. That will make the bone meal. And I had 2 extra. I have one, instead of going into 4 sets of chests, I decided to put one into a composter so I would have some bone meal for myself. And the cool thing about this is actually it generates enough for the farm and then some. So you get like a good amount of bone meal out of this farm. And as you can see, it's working great. And let's check down here. It is working fine. Yeah, everything is working great. And yeah, so as you see, it's producing even more. We can take some out, and it stays at 6, goes up to 7. And yeah, it's fine. So yeah, that is actually all we have time for today. We did a lot of stuff. We made a lot of farms, and I really hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you want to see more content like this, consider subscribing. Let me know if you want to see some tutorial videos on how to make these farms, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.